Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once
Wait
again
a
to the
second,
lowdown.
Loke. That
I'm
was
Loke.
like no,
What?
no, time out. That was like the softest
What?
introduction I've ever seen on a channel. Hello, this is
I'm always
Loke
soft.
7. Thank you for entering my space. Give me some
Oh my
energy,
God.
goddammit.
Would you let people? Are you done? Are
Yeah,
you
I'm done. I'm done. Let's go.
All right. I'm Loke 7. Clearly, that's Ham Solo. Welcome to the lowdown. Before we get into it, quick shout out to Mr. Joanna Duck. Welcome. Also, dude, stop
You
the
see,
cap.
he
That was
called you
not weak.
weak.
That was cordial. That was cordial. That was not weak. That was cordial.
That shit was soft.
Welcome, KSI. No, it wasn't soft. So before we get into the lowdown, as usual, just a little bit of sports talk. Retro, how you doing, bruv? Real quick, Ham Solo, the Ravens franchise tag Lamar Jackson. Is this a good move or a bad move? What do you think?
It's good for the Ravens. They get to
What?
delay.
How is this a good thing?
I think it's good for the Ravens. They get to they get to delay a little
No,
bit more,
no,
and it's
no.
good for me too because I don't like the
Ham,
Ravens.
Ham. Oh God. You see. So it's not good for the Ravens. Welcome, Stanley Francois.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Yes, Retro, we're doing good. Ham, let me tell you why this is not good for the Ravens. All right. First off, thank you for being honest at the very end. All right. It's good for the Ravens, and you don't like the Ravens, so you're exposing yourself right there, right there. This is bad for the Ravens. All right. Uh, what's his name? Dak Prescott. The
Yes, K.
Cowboys
Asante.
tried to do this with him. Oh, whatever. The Cowboys tried to do this with Dak. Look what happened. Lamar was a unanimous MVP. This guy is either getting his full check or he's bouncing in 2 years when they have to franchise tag him again, and then he leaves. For me, this is a terrible, terrible move. The guy
Did,
clearly knows what he wants, and he's got his mama negotiating. So this is not going to end up. It's not going to end well.
this is
So you were
wild
saying
though.
something.
Yeah. I was gonna say, and
Well,
other things like Jimmy G to the Raiders now, Derek Carr off to the
oh man,
Saints,
Am,
Aaron
I don't want to talk
Rodgers,
about Jimmy G.
Possibly going to the Jets. What's going on in the NFL right now? This is insanity.
Dude, all I know is that Jimmy G. You guys talking about me going soft? Jimmy G is softer than cotton nail tissue. All right,
All right.
he's softer. He's softer than wet tissue paper. That's how soft Jimmy G is. All right. Anyway, Mr. Johnny Duck says Deshaun Watson and the Browns messed it up for Lamar. No, 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 no. Deshaun Watson should be seen as a visionary, all right? And now everyone just needs to force this through. Make the owners pay. Guaranteed contracts in the NFL need to happen. That's my last point on this one. Ham, anything else you want to add before we move on?
No, I'm ready to talk some games, bruh.
No.
Oh
No.
my god.
Before we talk games, did you watch the Oscars? Did you see Will Smith get torn a brand new asshole 1 year
N-
later? Did you see that?
n- no, I did not. I do not care about the
Dude,
Oscars.
I will send you a compilation. The jokes those white people were making at Will Smith's expense. It should be a hate crime. It really should be. I laughed my ass off. Not gonna lie, that shit was hilarious. But it was rough. It was rough for Will Smith. Um, 3-bit says volume kind of low.
Yeah, I
3-bit,
just turned
whose
it up a little
volume is
bit.
low? Mine or
I
Ham's?
just turned it up a
Oh,
bit,
okay,
so you
okay,
should be good.
cool. Stanley Francois says, you see what Aaron Rodgers wants the Jets to get for him to sign. Oh man, Aaron Rodgers, dude, this guy, like,
He's more
I think
popular
he's
in the
half
off
in
season. It's
pain.
insane. He's more popular in the off
Yes,
season.
yes, and he finds ways to fail in the playoffs way before getting to any championship round. He finds a way to fail in the playoffs, and then his value miraculously goes up during the offseason. I'm like, what? Are we watching the same thing? Why is everyone panicking about potentially losing a guy that he hasn't gone to the finals in more than a decade or almost a decade? Why? Why is everyone panicking? What's going on here? It's like if people were worried about losing Westbrook at this point. I'm just saying, it's ridiculous.
That's
Welcome,
disrespectful.
welcome, dude. Westbrook started to get benched by the Clippers now. Did you see the last two games? It ain't looking pretty. It ain't looking pretty. Everyone was clapping. Oh, LeBron this. Oh, Darvin Ham that. What's up now? All right. Let's get to the games. Let's get to the game.
Thank
Mr. Jonah
goodness.
Duck is really enjoying the football talk. I'm just saying, Mr. Jonah Duck is really enjoying. Oh yeah. Also, we did. Well, I don't know about him, but I did see the Chris Rock special on Netflix. Jesus,
Man, Will
that was
Smith is on
just.
your mind. You just can't get him off.
Hey man, Will Smith is on my mind. Like, who's that guy that was banging his wife?
Oh my
What's
god.
his name?
I don't know. that's very that was
Yeah,
very
yeah.
very
Hey man,
extreme.
you say you say it is on my mind. You say it is on my mind. Anyway, let's get to the games. Let us get to the games and bookmark this. It took us what 6 minutes. Let's get to the games. So this is a bit of a serious topic. So I will try to be as respectful as possible. So the Stalker 2 devs say they were hacked and ask fans to stay away from leaks. This is from IGN, our dearly beloved IGN. So before I get into it, I'm going to read the editor's note. The editor's note, the note goes as follows. The war in Ukraine is an ongoing, painful, and emotive topic. IGN urges community members to be respectful when engaging in conversation around this subject and does not endorse harassment of any kind. See, the problem with this, right, is that harassment in 2023, you can construe it as whatever. Just saying you disagree with someone could be harassment, technically, you know? Um, all right. So let's get into the actual uh, article. Stalker 2 Heart of Chernobyl developer GSC Game World has revealed it was hacked by a group on a Russian network, Russian social network. Recently, our employees' account for a collective work with images application was hacked. GSC Game World wrote the responsibility for this was claimed by a community from a Russian social network. They are threatening to use the data obtained for blackmail and intimidation. This is not the first attempt to hack and leak our data, including personal information. We've been enduring constant cyber attacks for more than a year now. We have faced blackmail, acts of aggression, excuse me, hacks, attempts to hurt players and fans, and efforts to damage the development process or the reputation of our company. GSC Game World is asking for fans to refrain from watching or distributing information about Stalker 2 in the event of any leaks. The studio said that outdated and work in progress materials are not representative of the final product. Ham Solo,
Yes,
what are
sir.
your thoughts on GSC being targeted by a Russian hacking group?
It sucks. I mean, this it seems like this crew cannot stop running into like walls of just like things trying to slow them down, whether it be production wise, real life wise, or just like like remember like Stalker when they first delayed, they delayed after announcing that they were putting NFTs into their game. Remember that?
Yeah, yeah. And then they made a U-turn when people were like, "Yo."
Yeah, they were like, "Whoop!" Yeah, they were done with that. They weren't doing that. And I remember making a video about how disappointed I was that they delayed it because of that and whatnot. And then soon after that, it was a war, and then you started hearing about people working there having to be in the war and whatnot, and then now there's this leak and threaten of throwing all their information out there and having this much of data of game and stuff like that. It's insane. I feel really bad for for that studio, but I'm really excited to see what they come out with. But on the side of a consumer that has nothing to do with this war and stuff like that, I'm not that nervous to see leaks or whatnot. Like I'm not anticipating on running into a whole lot of leaks for this.
Oh,
To be
you don't
honest,
think the Russians will actually? Well, not the Russians. Excuse me. You don't think this specific
you sound like you
Russian
got
hacking
nervous.
group, bro, bro? I live in Mozambique. We literally have two Russian embassies in the country. Two, count them. All right. We have very strong ties to Russia in Mozambique. So, Mike, I'm going to rephrase my question, Ham Solo. Do you by saying there's not going to be many leaks, are you saying that you don't have faith that this specific Russian hacking group is not going to have success?
I don't think that I don't know. I mean, I just don't think that I'm gonna be dealing with any leaks. I'm not saying that they're not going to do anything. I'm not
Oh,
saying that they're soft. I'm not saying any of that stuff. I'm just saying that I don't think that I'm going to run through on Twitter or something like that and accidentally like see something that's jaw-dropping or whatnot. And I'm definitely like not going to do the disservice of showing a bunch of people what I found, because I'm not going to be looking for any of that kind of stuff. And the reason I say that is because Hogwarts Legacy, people were getting spoiled left and right by it. I maybe had one encounter, and that game is much bigger, in my opinion,
yes,
than Stalker
yes.
2 will be. And that's kind of where I'm putting that when I say it.
Okay, so for me, this is a long like thought on this one, but I feel very positive about the people that I follow and the people that follow me because I heard about the Hogwarts Legacy leaks, but I heard about them like they're happening on the moon. You know what I mean? Like they're not happening here because I didn't see one leak. Not one person that I know who knows anyone else for some reason posted the leaks. So for me, it's like the Hogwarts Legacy leaks didn't happen. All right. So I'm
So
also
you see
very
what I'm
hopeful that
saying?
the same people. Yes, yes, yes. I understand. I understand. So what's going to happen is the people that are going to share the leaks, right, are the people that are active in other circles. I do think there's a very good chance, like what you're saying, that me and you and like humble brag, wholesome people in the gaming community as a whole will not will just we will read about the leaks on VGC, on IGN, etc., but we won't actually see them on our timeline and be spoiled. I don't think that's going to happen. But I wanted to add something real quick here. If the Stalker 2 leaks do get to you, do you think that will affect you actually playing the game?
No. I'll just be a little disappointed that I allowed myself to see that because as I'm putting it here, I'm not blocking any words. I'm not blocking anything. I'm not doing that. So, in other words, I'm pretty
Yeah,
much
yeah,
running a
yeah,
test. I'm pretty much running a test for
yeah.
everybody this round and
A
seeing how
litmus
it goes.
test.
Yeah,
Yes.
this is the litmus test for those of you guys that are nervous about that kind of stuff. But also
Yeah.
remember the size of the game. It's not as big, like renownedly known as like a Hogwarts or something like that. I feel like it if I wanted to be spoiled, I could have been spoiled like that with Hogwarts in the snap of a finger if I wanted to be. I think with this, it
Yeah.
may be a
Yeah.
little bit harder. And I don't think a whole lot of people, I'm sure there will be trolls out there trying to push this stuff on. But as you were saying, with the people that I follow and the people that follow me, I don't think that they're dying to ruin people's experience.
Yeah, to that point, Jeremy Brown says leaks don't bother me personally. I'm cool with spoilers and leaks. Dude, same for me, man. People can leak whatever, but if you're really, really looking forward to something, it doesn't matter what they leaked, dude. Doesn't matter at all. But going back to the chat, Mr. Jonah Duck says he's going to buy the collector's edition. That the one that I got. Okay, he's already got it pre-ordered. That's pretty awesome. Ham, will you be getting this game on Game Pass or will you be supporting the devs by buying the game
I'd like to buy
or
this
supporting
one.
them directly? Because technically, even playing the game is supporting the devs.
I know. I hate when people say,
Yeah,
"Oh man,
yeah,
you're playing it on Game Pass. You're not supporting the devs." It's like I'm actually supporting them monthly, but okay.
yeah.
But
Yeah. No, look, a lot of people like to have disingenuous conversations around this. Everyone at this point, we already, I think it was 2020, 21, when Microsoft, it leaked that Microsoft actually have like certain bars for certain deals that they have for every game on Game Pass. And they have like metrics where they measure how many people downloaded, how many people played, and how long, like total hours played. And this factors into how many like dollars the devs get. So everyone knows that by playing games, you're actually supporting the devs. But some people like to act disingenuous about it. But anyway, going back to the point, will you
but
be
yeah,
buying it?
I want to buy this because I was ready to buy it when I thought it was going to be coming out last year. So, or at least the last year. So, um, I'm really excited. I would definitely like to support them, especially since they were supposed to. And I'm not sure if there's been a game yet to release. I don't think, but I think they're still maybe slated to be the first Unreal 5 game to release. No. Fortnite has Unreal 5, I think, in it possibly right now.
Oh God, come on,
But I'm not playing
come
Fortnite.
on.
I'm not playing Fortnite. I'm just not gonna do that. It's not. I'm not hating. It's just not my kind of game. I don't like battle royale. But
Mm.
as for like a story and how beautiful that game looked and how interested it got me, I'm 100% wanting to buy that game just to give more support than necessary. But what I'm really looking for is some like nowadays I'm at the point where if I'm gonna buy a game, I kind of want to get the special edition, like so I can get something else with it.
Not just the box.
Not not just the box. So I want the box with a disc in
Privilege.
it.
That's the voice of privilege
It
speaking right
is
now.
that first world
Because some
love
of us
right
don't
now.
even get no boxes. Some of us don't even get no freaking boxes. Lord.
I'll do an
Anyway, let's
unboxing for
get
you. I'll
political.
send you the video so you and your Texas buddies can enjoy
You're a
around the
monster.
fire.
Ham Solo, you are a monster. Let's finish up this. You are a monster. Let's finish up the statement here. Elsewhere in the statement, GSC Game World also reiterated its unwavering commitment to supporting Ukraine,
Let's
adding that
go.
attempt to blackmail or intimidate us are completely futile. Finally, the team expressed its appreciation for the Stalker 2 community, ending by saying, "Your support is our inspiration." Ham Solo, let's get political.
No.
No, you just said let's go when I said that they're supporting you when they
I mean,
directly made a
I was
statement.
just kind of
No,
saying,
no,
let's go.
don't be backing down. Uh-uh, uh-uh. We can rewind this, all right? It's been less than 30 seconds, so don't
Uh,
don't even try that. Ham Solo, you are okay knowing that by purchasing this game, you are directly contributing to Ukraine's fight against Russia.
okay,
Are you okay with that?
sure. Sure. You know why I say sure? Is because half the
Say it.
time I'm buying something, I don't know what I'm supporting. Let's be real. When I go to Costco or Walmart or any McDonald's, I don't know where they're putting that dollar. I
Yes.
just know that I want that.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's been plenty of. I mean, come on now. Let's not act like this is all so crazy just to be supporting when we got folks out here buying Nikes, no problem. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
like,
Yep.
so I don't want to hear anybody's issue with me supporting the game while we know damn well that our everyday items that we use come from something that we probably don't like.
So I'm about to take it left after what you just said.
Uh-oh.
Like all the way left. All the way left. Yeah,
Great.
Retro points out also your Retro said y'all got mobile phones, right? Correct, correct. Every purchase, we need to be cognizant that every purchase that we make is supporting one thing or another. You might not be aware of it, but we all have to face the fact that everything that we buy is supporting an ideology. As soon as we make peace with that, then we can stop trying to tear each other apart for buying or not buying whatever we buy.
You see that latest chat? That's fantastic.
Dorian, Dorian Gray. Oh, dude, this is the best comment so far. I'm screen capping this one, dude. You're a champion for this one. Seriously, seriously.
That was a dope comment. I like
l-
it.
I have to read it out. I have to read it out. Dorian Gray says, so then if I buy Atomic Heart and Stalker 2, they balance each other out. You added an LOL there, dude, but this is not a joke. It is literally what is happening. You are literally balancing it out. The yin and the yang, bruv.
He's like, if I
Well
buy
done.
some
Well
orange
done.
juice and some Tums, it's fine. I can deal with my
It
acid.
is fine. Yes. Yes. If you buy a cheeseburger and order a salad right next to it, you're good. All right. If you kill, okay, no. Let's stop with the analogies.
Yes,
Um,
please. That was getting grim.
that was getting dark. That was getting very dark. Okay, let's move on. Next, we have Bowser defending the $70 Zelda pricing. So Nintendo is very bullish about the Switch. This one is a topic that's very near and dear to my heart. I think Cozy is going to be super excited about this one. Doug Bowser, the head of Nintendo USA, has recently defended the price point of the Breath of the Wild follow up in an interview with AP News, in which he reaffirmed the company's stance that this is not Nintendo's standard pricing going forward, and all games will be judged on an individual basis. So, this is what he said. We look at what the game has to offer. I think fans will find this is an incredibly full, deeply immersive experience. The price point reflects the type of experience that fans can expect when it comes to playing this particular game. This isn't a price point that we'll necessarily have on all our titles. It's actually a fairly common pricing model either here or in Europe or other parts of the world where the pricing may vary depending on the game itself. Ham Solo is Zelda Breath of the Wild 2, because that's what I'm calling it. Is Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 worth $70?
Here, let me put it this way first. So, I personally don't think it's worth 70 bones, but hey, this is why I'm not completely like I'm a little frustrated about it because it's just like Nintendo hardware, it's not that great, and it's like trying to be competitive price wise to the newer consoles and stuff like that. It's kind of weird. But one thing I can kind of say for Breath of the Wild 2 or Tears of the Kingdom, whatever you want to call it, is I'm sure it's going to be a better and more full experience than Callisto Protocol. Forspoken?
Oh,
Tiny
oof.
Tina's? I mean,
Yes, definitely
come
Tiny.
on. I'm
Those
just
were not
saying,
worth
like,
$70.
70, those are $70 games too. I'm
Yeah,
sure
yeah.
people will get a much more fulfilling experience with something like Zelda. Not only does it touch upon the nostalgia part, but there's a lot of fundamentals within that game. I'm not the biggest Zelda fan, sure, but my wife
Mm,
absolutely
mm.
loves it. Am I gonna not get this game because it's $70? I'm not jumping out of my seat to
No.
buy it by any means. But hey, I think this purchase makes a lot more sense than Callisto Protocol did to me. Or like I said, Tiny Tina's did for me. I bought that. Not only was that game $70, but I bought the full version. So I spent over $100 for that game.
That was pretty
And
heartbreaking. That was
I
heartbreaking.
I beat it and I deleted it so fast off of my hard drive. I was just like, get out of here. We're done. We're done. I don't care
At
if
least you
there's
beat it.
well, I mean, I spent $100 on it. I was like, I gotta put some time into it. I spent all this money on it.
Yeah.
I'm not just gonna let it just sit into the backlog and then become a game I never played but spent a bill on. Like I couldn't go out like
I'm about
that.
to do that. I'm about to do that.
What I did go out, what I did let happen though is all that extra DLC and stuff like that I have. I am not going to probably play, which is unfortunate. So I have all that season stuff. Never gonna touch it.
All right. So just to be clear, what you're saying is, even if this is Breath of the Wild DLC, it's worth $70, and it's better than for Broken or for Forgotten. It's better than Tiny Tina's Tiny Brain, and it's also better than
Callisto
Dead Space
Protocol.
Wannabe.
See, like the only time I kind of sit and think, I don't think it's exactly worth $70 is when I think of something like God of War or like Starfield. I mean,
Mm.
when I think of those games, I think of like not only are you
But
giving
hold
me
on, you
top,
haven't
not
played Starfield yet.
I get that, but what I'm trying to say is this game is
No,
gonna
I'm not
give.
gonna just skate with that.
I mean, can I finish my thought? But anyways,
Go ahead.
like I was saying, the thing about like a Starfield or a God of War or something like that, I know that I'm getting a whole lot of story, but also a whole lot of performance. I know in Tears of the Kingdom, I'm gonna get a whole like I'll end up getting a whole lot of story. There may be some new things that you can do in the game, but the performance is the exact same as the previous one.
Which is acceptable to you?
Which is no to me, which is the unacceptable part. That's the only part that makes me cringe at the $70 price tag.
Oh,
So if you guys can see my gameplay right here, I don't know what's wrong with my Call of Duty, but at the end of every single match, the frames tank. It doesn't show me the score of the game or what happened, and I have no idea who did the last kill. I'm not sure what's going on with Call of Duty, but apparently I'm the only one that deals with this issue. But I'm sorry, I just had to say that because
okay.
that thing's been pissing
Right.
me off lately.
All right. Mr. Joanna Duck says he's excited for Breath of the Wild 2, and he says it is a $70 experience. I am part of the Nintendo problem, LOL. You know what, Mr. Joanna Duck,
He is.
after what's happening with Lamar Jackson, I think we can all agree. No. He's not a problem.
He's a problem.
I think we can all agree that the product is worth whatever people are willing to pay for it.
That's a fact. That's true.
All right. If Nintendo starts selling their games for $100 and people are still buying them, those games are worth $100. Simple. That's all I have to say. Kiasante says depends on how it plays on my Steam. Oh Lord!
Ah,
Ahoy!
disrespect.
Ahoy!
That didn't
Ahoy,
take
my
too long.
pirate brother! Ahoy!
That did not take long.
Yes. Jeremy Brown says, yeah, I doubt that. It's a $60 game with the industry next gen techs. Nah, these $70 games don't make no sense, dude.
They don't.
As long as people are willing to pay for them.
They don't. The $70 price tag hasn't really made any sense for the consumer. Sure, it's made sense for the publisher and the developers because they get more money and they can put more money into the projects and whatnot. Sure, but as for the consumer, when you're saying, oh, this $10 price tag, this $10 extra means that you're gonna for sure get premium, it's like, ooh, I don't know about that. If that was true, I think that you would have seen in the last couple of years that, I don't know, maybe these games would have won Game of the Year, but so far a $70 game hasn't been a Game of the Year game. They've been out for 2 or 3 years now. So I want to know what that $10 really means. It just really means you're paying more. Yeah.
That's what it's been. Pretty much. Dark is insisting it's not DLC. Bruv, don't take it personally. Rob the Dawn 202, welcome to TSWS. Like, subscribe, share, keep on coming back. Rob the Dawn says the only $70 game I bought on purpose was God of War Ragnarok. Had to buy Forbidden West with the bundle. Anything else I caught on sale or Game Pass. Rob, what did you think about Forbidden West out of 10? Just put a score up.
Am I allowed to answer this question?
Go ahead, because you did play it, so go ahead.
Yeah, I played it and I beat it. Oh, Matt Likes Games is in here too. That's not good.
Yeah, we probably need to end the stream right here. Guys, it's been good. We're trying to bounce now. Go ahead.
So I give a Horizon Forbidden West a 6 after beating it.
6.
After beating it,
it's over 5.
You know what's really disheartening about?
That's a good score.
Oh man, it really got probably 4 of its points for the the graphics and how nice it looks.
Graphics? 4 points for graphics.
Yeah, I mean, hey, sure, why not? It tried really hard, but what's the most disheartening part about that game, in my opinion, is that you, as the protagonist, get to see all these other antagonists and bad guys and whatnot have all these cool weapons, and you're sitting here with a bow and arrow and a staff going versus things much larger than buses. And you're shooting. I want somebody to go find the most dangerous bow and get the most dangerous ammunition for that bow. And I just want you to shoot a vehicle with it. I just want to see what happens.
Oh, man.
I want to see how many vehicles you can take out with a few bows, because these animals, these mech animals in Horizon Forbidden West, I just don't understand how a bow is taking down something the size of a Rex. And then, like I said, the antagonists in the game, they have all these cool shields. They got all these cool, like superpowers and stuff like that. It's like,
you're turning green with envy right now.
I'm just
you're turning green with envy.
I'm just saying, how does everybody that's going versus you seemingly have a gun but you?
Retro comes in with defense. He says EMP bows, explosive tips. Maybe that might help move a bus or two.
Oh my god!
Kensante, Kensante is backing. He's backing very, very slowly away from the pirate ship. He says, "Don't you dare! I buy my games on the eShop and dump them myself. Nintendo doesn't like that, but it's not illegal, dude. When you have to come up with gray area explanations, I don't know, man. I don't know.
How
MetLike's games
dare you?
gives. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He is very appalled. MetLike's games is giving Forgotten West a -4. That I think that's a good score. That is a very solid score. Rob the Dog says he didn't finish. Says that first part is so boring, dude. I am
He
so
ain't
with you.
lying, dude.
This whole
It is the
franchise,
prettiest
I
boring
didn't
game I've
play.
ever seen.
I didn't play the second one. I didn't play Forgotten West, but I played the first one. And the word is boring. That is the word. It's not a bad game, but dude, if you want to fall asleep, right? Forget all these videos on YouTube about rain falling or whatever. Install Horizon. Both of them. Just install it and try and play the damn thing. Make sure you have a pillow and a nice soft blanket handy because you're about to knock out. All right, that's what's about to happen.
About to go night
All
night.
right, so oh my God, Mr. Joanna Duck says, I hope the PC version of Forbidden West replaces Aloy with a floorboard. All right, enough slander. Let us not forget. Let us not forget that Aloy is a female, and this is the year of our Lord 2023. Thou shalt not criticize the opposite sex. Next point, Ham Solo. So this is the one that really bothered me about this interview with Bowser. Elsewhere in the interview,
I
when
forgot we were
asked
even
about
talking about
what
that.
we might see, yeah, we're talking about the Bowser dude from Nintendo.
Right.
Elsewhere in the interview, when asked about what we might see from the Switch's successor, Bowser was typically coy with his response, focusing instead on the success of Nintendo's current console, which he is still feeling very bullish about, as he hinted towards a very, very strong lineup coming to Switch in the future. Here's the quote. One of the reasons that even going into year 7, Lord, it's been 7 years, we
Mm-hmm.
feel very confident that the Switch can have a strong performance over the next few years is that it is still truly that unique the device that you can play in a variety of ways. Steam Deck at home or on the go. One of the things we took at at one of the things we took at always is how we can surprise and delight. How can we introduce new, unique ways of playing? That's always in front of our minds. Ham Solo, will the Switch make it 10 years?
I don't know. I think I think he's I think he's just being really a smart business guy. Just saying, hey, there's going to be a lot of stuff to come on this platform. Still, even without having to say that something is right around the corner. I think something is right around the corner for Nintendo, but they just want to show and talk about the Switch as of right now. They clearly, and because I read the article that you sent me, and it seemed like Bowser did a lot of dodging when it came to talking about anything new other than
You're looking like Neo. Bullet
yeah,
time.
he did some bullet time right there. He dodged all of those
Bro, he's
questions.
the one. He's the one.
Hey, that's why he's in the position that he's in.
Yep.
But I totally think something's right around the corner. I say that because when Breath of the Wild came out, it was on the Wii U as well, and then came over to the Switch. And I think this is the same thing that's going to happen with the Switch going into whatever's the next new console. That's where I stand on that.
Wait, you didn't answer the question.
I'm
Will the
sorry.
Switch make it 10 years
Oh,
without
well.
Nintendo releasing another console?
Oh, no. I think I did answer that question. I just said
3
no.
more years.
I don't.
Oh, it won't make it.
I think they'll have another console out. The Switch will still be something
No,
available to
Okay.
play,
So
but
I completely disagree with you. I think the Switch will make it 10 years.
without a
No,
new
Dragon
console.
Heart Yobi, it's not 6 years, it's 7, bro.
It's
It's
7.
3 more years. And Solo, put a poll on. We always have a poll on these things. Put a poll on. Will the Switch make it 10 years? I think it will.
without a
I
new
think for the
console.
next 3 years, yes,
You're
no
insane.
console.
You're insane. I disagree.
All right, let's keep it moving. Put the poll up and let's keep it moving.
What's the poll?
Um, will the Switch make it 10 years without a new release for Nintendo? Without a new console release for Nintendo?
All right,
Um,
go ahead.
all right. So while you put the poll up, Diablo 4 director says no plans for Xbox Game Pass as beta approaches. So all you brokies about to have to spend the $60. All right. Activision executive Rod Ferguson. Sorry, this is from IGN, our beloved and faithful IGN. Activision Blizzard executive Rod Ferguson has confirmed that Diablo 4 will not launch on Xbox or PC Game Pass and encourages players to try out the early access beta this upcoming weekend. It's awesome seeing the excitement around Diablo 4 beta and our Wolfpack puppy. Okay, we've been getting some questions about D4 on Game Pass, and I want to let you know we have no plans for that. Ferguson explained on Twitter. See you in Sanctuary during the beta early access weekend starting on March 17th. Ham Solo.
Yes, sir.
Uh, is this bad news that Diablo 4 is not coming to Game Pass?
I'm sorry I had to vote on the chat.
What the hell? Will the Switch make it 10 years on new console? Loke has lost his mind.
yes, and that's at 100% right now with everybody
Oh
voting for
Lord,
that.
no.
No one's with you
Uh
on that. No one
whatever. You
deserved.
know what? I'm handing out these L's to all of y'all in 2027. All right? I'm handing it to all of you guys. Anyway, Kia Sanders says, to be fair, Rod has no say when that deal closes. I mean, the timing could be too close. So no day one, but it'll happen eventually if the deal closes. Kia Sante, we don't even know if this deal's gonna close this year. All right? I don't know. Ham Solo
Yeah,
is
I 100% agree with what Kay Asante said, and I tell you what, I thought the key
mm,
term that I wrote in that was wrote in there was at launch. Won't come at launch. Deal won't be done. The deal won't be done at launch. So I think this
so
is
what you're
something that will
saying
come
is,
in
as soon as the
later.
deal's done, it's on Game Pass.
I think within 6 months of the deal being done, it's on Game Pass.
Mm.
What do you think?
Yeah, it wouldn't. No, it makes no sense for it not to be on Game Pass. So yeah, if that's what
You think they're going to
Asante
put all
said,
these
maybe I
Call
read
of
that
Duties
wrong.
on there eventually and not have something as
Fuck
big as
yeah,
Diablo?
fuck yes, dude. If these guys are clever, right? If Xbox is clever, as soon as they get the Activision thing, don't put all the Call of Duties at once. What you do is you take all of them, right? And then you space them out. Release each one every week for like I don't know how many months you can space them out considering there's been so many of them. Just release one Call of Duty since the first one on Game Pass every single week instead of putting everything on there. That way, they will dominate discussion every week. Because then all the big YouTubers, everyone will have to do like a retroactive whatever video on every single Call of Duty, and then for that whole week, we'll just be discussing the merits or demerits of the Call of Duty that's been specifically put on Game Pass for that week. Does that sound crazy or useless? I don't know.
It doesn't sound crazy. I think that's kind of a cool idea. And plus that give people like me time to, I'm gonna beat this one right before the next one comes out and stuff like that. It just give me some sort of, competition to have with myself.
Yeah. Okay. So going back to Kesante's point, you might have a point, Kesante. Eventually, if the deal closes, I was just more worried about like the time frame. Like, will it happen immediately or months later? Dorian Gray says it may not launch in Game Pass, but it'll be there one day. Yeah, eventually. Yobi, yes, you're right. It did launch March 3rd. Mr. Jonah Duck, they will sell the old SKU while still offering the Steam Deck killer Switch 2. Eh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if there's anything that can kill the Switch, the Steam Deck at this point. All right, so that's Diablo 4. Okay, another thing, Ham Solo, are you?
I got
Excuse me.
us. I
I just
got a
wanna,
Steam
I
Deck
just wanna
killer
be honest.
coming.
I have to be. I just wanna be honest with everyone. People are talking about Diablo 4 and games like Baldur's Gate, like these are gigantic games that they absolutely love when they're like top down, PC centric games, and this is like a console market we're talking about. Ham, I just want to put it out there. Oh, excuse me. I only dabbled in the first Baldur's Gate back in the day and quickly bounced off of that. And as for Diablo, I've never played any Diablo game. I've seen tons of video, but I've never actually played them. What is your experience with Diablo 4 or Diablo franchise?
Oh, the same as yours. Same as yours.
Yeah,
Never really
yeah.
got that big into it. I don't know, but I can tell you what. The one of the main reasons I never really got into it is because I'm really big in playing like with those kind of games with playing with other people, the co-op experience. So if somebody was like, "Yo,
Oh,
I'm getting this," and I'm down to play, which I have two buddies that are down to play this pretty much on launch, so I'll be playing with them. Hard Days Mike really big into he really loves Diablo. He's got me excited for this one. So I'm just coming at you guys honest. I've never really been big in Diablo, but I tell you what, I'm pretty excited from what he's been talking about, and then um, from what I've seen from him as well. So I'm gonna go on ahead and give it a shot. I'll buy it, but I definitely want to try out that beta first because they're going to be having an open beta. I think it's like the 22nd of March
it's this
or something
weekend,
like that.
according
No,
to
that's
according to this.
that's the early access beta for those people
Oh
that
yeah, yeah, the
pre-ordered the
beta, early
game.
access. Yes.
There's an open beta that comes
Mm-hmm.
out like a week after. I think it's like the 22nd.
Yeah, yeah. Dorian Gray, yes. Baldur's Gate never win tonight. Yes, I did. I didn't finish it, but I did get it. So Jeremy Brown comes out saying I thought it was only me. LOL. I was never a PC guy, even though Diablo's on console now. So 2 points. First off, on TSWS, we don't. There's no cap here. We speak on what we know, and when we don't know something, we're very transparent and honest about it. All right. Second, um, about Diablo being on console, on Xbox specifically, you can just connect your mouse to one of the USB ports. Just do it. It works just like a PC. Age of Empires, all these click games, point and click games that you can do on PC, just click it on. Just click your mouse onto the Xbox console, and it'll just work. Like not Jim Ryan. What's his name? That guy from Bethesda.
Oh, Todd
Todd
Howard.
Howard. Yes.
It just works.
Yeah, like you said, it just works. It just works. Except in this case, it actually just works. All right, let's keep it moving. The Hitman franchise. Oh, dude, Fallout, man. Dude, Fallout. Jeez, so much Fallout in Fallout. Anyway, the Hitman franchise is going on hiatus. So this is from
Good.
Game Rant. Uh, a quick point: Game Rant changed the way they organized their website. And if there's anyone here that knows anyone at Game Rant, tell them this shit is dog shit. All right. It looks like dog shit. The shit that the dog took, that piece of shit took a piece of shit, and that was Game Rant's new organization of their website. It's so bad. Now the Hitman 3 has been rebranded and re-released as Hitman World of Assassination. IO Interactive has confirmed that the studio is done with the franchise for the time being. The chief creative officer and co-owner of IO Interactive, Christian Elverdam, said that, and I quote, "The Hitman franchise is a little bit on hiatus." Elverdam went on to explain that the 007 game is taking up a lot of the studio's time. Still, he
Let's
said that
go.
the yep, IOI will eventually come back to the beloved Agent 47 when the time is right. Ham Solo, what are your thoughts on Hitman taking a break?
I kind of hinted at it while you're reading it. I said, "Thank God," because I Hitman is okay to me, but it's not something I'm gonna sit down and put too much time into. It's one of those games that it's just too much sneaking around for me. Too much of that kind of stuff. I don't like that much stealth. I,
Mm.
there gets to be a point when I'm playing a game where I'm like, all right, I've stealthed it up long enough. I'm just gonna run in and see what happens. There gets to be those points in games for me where I'm just like, I don't have time for this anymore. I've been sneaking around for an hour and a half. I'm over it.
Damn, for real?
Yeah. I get tired of too much stealth after a while. Oh, this dude right here on the screen right here tried to invade my game. I gave him that work. Had to send him out. But anyways,
You're still talking about that happened last year, bro.
no, man,
You're
it happened
still
just
talking about
it
that.
happened just last week. And I also got that
I don't know, man.
Resident Evil. I got that Resident Evil gameplay showing off too off of that demo they gave us. Man, that roundhouse kick is something. But anyways, going back to the IO Interactive, I'm really happy to hear that they're taking a break from that and working on something else. It was starting to feel like all they really did was Hitman anymore. But with hearing that they're going, to put more effort and time into now this 007 game has me pretty excited. They're also talking about like a fantasy RPG game that they're working on, which has me pretty interested as well. I read that in that
No
article that you sent
specifics.
me too. Yeah, there's
Yeah,
nothing
no
specific at all in it. But some of the one of the cool things I did hear within the 007 game is that they may be able to use some of the assets within the Hitman game and bring it over to the 007
That's
game.
very interesting.
But
Yeah.
what's really interesting, even just a little bit more, is hearing about that fantasy game. Obviously, they probably won't be able to use a whole lot of assets from that. I'm ready just to hear what the hell they're thinking or what direction that they're going with that. They say fantasy RPG, that can mean a lot of different things.
Yeah, and I don't know, man. Maybe I'm projecting here, but it might be a bit too many fantasy games in development. Fable, uh, what's it? The new Elder Scrolls 6. It's
How are you gonna
supposedly an
say there's
early
too many
pre.
fantasies? I mean, what the fuck are you talking about? How is
Dude,
there too much creativity in gaming? Loke
avowed.
doesn't like it.
No. It's not even about that. It's not even about that. I just think there's certain genres, right? I think there's certain genres where the market saturation for those specific genres is just gigantic. Like, I don't see enough people leaving Skyrim to go to like a new franchise. I can see a lot of people leaving Skyrim to go to Avowed because of Obsidian's pull. I can see Fable pulling some people when it comes out in like 3 years. I can see Skyrim when it comes out in 2050. But I don't know. I'm not really convinced these guys can pull it off. I'm just saying. Even the 007 game, I'm worried about them nailing the action aspect, because you look at what happens on Hitman when action is necessary, or when for some reason you lose your cover. Maybe the action is bad on Hitman because they want to disincentivize you from from uh doing like
From
an
running
action
around being
heavy
loud
playthrough. Yes, maybe that's why it's bad. What I'm saying is it is bad. So I don't know if they could actually make an action game, because 007, yes, there's some stealth, but 007 is big, bombastic. It's not
over the
understated.
top.
It's not under control. Yes, it's definitely over the top. I'm not saying they can't do it. Look at what the developers of Darkness Within did with Hi-Fi Rush. It is possible to change completely genres or playstyles. What I'm saying is, I'm worried. I don't think it's going to be a slam dunk like a lot of people think it is. Kesate says Hitman to 007 is like Insomniac using the locomotion from Sunset Overdrive to Spider-Man. Interesting. In theory, it could be a slam dunk. but I'm not saying it, man. I'm not saying. Oh God, go ahead, Em, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I totally think it should be a slam dunk. It should be. Um, I
The same way Rocksteady was supposed to slam dunk with
no, don't you
Kill the
do it.
Justice League.
Don't you do that. That ain't the same.
What? I mean, they killed it for 3 or 4 games with just Batman, and then when they're like, "Oh, we're gonna do this new thing. It's gonna be with Harley Quinn."
I don't
We
think
were all
007's
excited.
looking to have all these
Glide,
to have a
glide in the
battle
air.
pass. I think if they have if IO Interaction says, "Yo, we got a battle pass on this new 007 game," then I'm real nervous. But I don't see
Am
them
Solo,
doing something like that.
Am Solo. Did they not do a battle pass for Hitman? No one would have thought that would work. They did a battle pass, and they made profits. They made bank with Hitman 3. So it's
I'd
not
be really
outside the
surprised.
realms of possibility. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility. Jeremy Brown says no.
Anything's
There's no
possible.
such
Shout out to
thing.
KG. Anything's possible.
Oh yeah! Shout out to the big one. There's no such thing as oversaturation. It's either they're good or they're bad. But that's the thing, though. I'm not saying there's no way to break into any genre, dude. True, when something is great, it doesn't matter how many other alternatives there are, you will break it. When Fortnite got into Battle Royale, there was a whole bunch of games doing it. All right. What I'm saying is, I don't have faith that they will make something that will break the hegemony that already exists. That's what I'm saying. Yes, yes, yes. Evil within, not darkness within. Sorry. I don't know what that was about. Kia Sante says IO hasn't failed yet. And to be fair, Look 7, you haven't played Suicide Squad yet. Bro, are you serious right now? You telling me you can't see mid a mile away? Come on, dude. Come on, KSante. Come on. Tell me you can't see mid a mile away. We've seen too many of these games. Come on. MadLife's game says IO is crazy talented. They'll pull it off. Sure. CD Projekt Red, pretty talented. See what happens, Cyberpunk. All right. Let's end on a very, very shaky ground here. We're ending
Great.
with a rumor today. It is a rumor
Aroma.
today. Yes, the PS5 Pro is in development, in active development. So this is from of the aforementioned Game Rant with a terrible, terrible website change. According to Insider Gaming, a full-fledged Pro tier upgrade to the current PlayStation should be coming sometime late 2024. The website in question seems to be fairly certain about the veracity of this particular leak, going so far as to suggest that it's got more details about the purported console, though they will have to wait until a later date to release those. A different source told Insider Gaming that Sony has got plenty more in store for PlayStation users this generation, which may end up having something to do with the company's in-zone line of gaming hardware too. Um, the new PS5 Pro leak also circled back to discuss the previously rumored PS5 with a detachable disk drive, underlining the idea that the two are supposed to be entirely separate devices. Solo, are we getting a PS5 Pro in late 2024?
I wouldn't be surprised. Although I I'm more or less waiting for these consoles to be 100% utilized before I see all these pro things come out, which is cool and all. It's fascinating to see, but it's just eh, like I haven't even got the full, you know, usage of the console without like there's been some very few PS5 only games that came out. The biggest titles from PlayStation 5 have all been cross. I'd like to see a massive title like God of War or Horizon, I
Or
guess.
spoken? Was Forspoken next gen only?
I thought Forspoken was next gen only. I don't remember
Oh,
that being marketed for the PS4 or whatnot, but that's also not a first party game either. You see, so I'm
okay.
just looking.
So you think it's too soon?
I think it's too soon for a pro for me. What were they talking about throughout that article? Did they say 2028 is when it's projected to?
2024.
No, for the PlayStation
Late.
6.
Oh, yeah, the PlayStation 6 talking about 2028. Yes.
Yeah, so I mean, I guess that'd be fine to come out to come out before the
Jesus Christ.
PS6, but not
Forspoken is
but
next gen only?
2024.
Jeez, I'm sorry to cut you off, man. Jesus. Sorry.
What are you
Go ahead.
blown away? You blown away by that news?
This one, I've lost my what? What? Oh my lord. Square
Yeah.
Enix, what are you doing? Ham, go ahead. Finish your point
There's
on
a
this.
rumor that game had like $100 million budget too.
Oh god, it's not a rumor. Well, Jason Schreier technically confirmed it. So if he said it, I'm taking it as almost gospel. All right, that guy is the Michael Jordan of video game journalism,
Oh,
in
the
my opinion.
Michael Jordan. He's the Charles Barkley, man. You
I
better
said it.
chill.
Oh, wait. If Jason Schreier is Charles Barkley, who the hell is Michael Jordan? Jez
No,
Corden?
I don't know.
No.
Maybe Tom.
No.
Maybe Tom Henderson.
Tom what? Who the hell is Tom Henderson?
Okay, never mind. Obviously, he's
I'm
not Jordan if you
saying
don't know him.
he's not, dude. That's what I'm saying. Is there any video game journalist that has gotten as many dubs and is as famous as Jason Schreier? One. Name me one.
I mean, I'm sorry. Off the top of my head, couldn't tell you, but hey, I'm just
See,
gonna
contrary.
throw Tom Henderson out there. I'm just gonna throw him out there.
I don't even
Do
know
your
who that is.
research. Do your
I
research.
don't know.
Do your
What?
research.
Dude. If you're the GOAT, listen, if you're the GOAT, ain't nobody gotta do no research, bruv. No research need. If you lightly dabble, right, in tennis, then you know who Rafael Nadal is, you know who Djokovic is, you know who's the third guy? Federer, you know who those guys are, right? If you dabble in gaming, you know who Schreier is. Don't nobody know about no Jim Anderson. No one knows who that is. Let's go to the chat real quick because it's getting fun. Okay, first off, I would like to address Kiasante said Forspoken is next gen only. Matt Likes Games confirms it. My mind is blown. For some reason, I didn't take the time to specifically check that Forspoken was next gen exclusive. I
Mhm.
can't believe that such a terrible,
Sorry to break
terrible
it to you.
playing game. Oh Lord. Like one of the excuses I had for it is that, oh, it's cross-gen. What did you guys expect? But Jesus, that is bad. That is so bad. Jeremy Brown says PS5 and Series X, all tools haven't been out, and the ones available aren't even really
Yeah.
utilized. So to your point,
Yeah.
Ham,
You should read what
yeah,
Kiasante
yeah.
just wrote.
Hold on.
That's what I'm saying. Tom
Uh,
Henderson is the
he
man
says
out
you
here.
just read one of Tom Henderson's leak that PS5 Pro is a Tom exclusive. So, all right, fine. Let me break it down then. Uh,
Yeah, we got a
if
salty rant
listen,
incoming.
let me finish. No, it's not a salty rant. It's not a salty rant.
He's
So,
not my
Kiasante,
president.
no, oh Lord.
That's what Loke's about to
Now,
say.
now you want to get political. Now you want to get political. No, listen. Kiasante, Kiasante. I'm not saying that's not his leak, all right? I'm not saying that's not his leak. The point is, Jason Schreier has gotten to the point where his name is either on the level of the headline or sometimes above it. Tom Henderson is the headline, and then if you're lucky, someone's going to read the footnotes. All right, no offense to Henderson, Jason
I'm happy Discord is
probably
giving you the
kills.
smoke
What I'm
right now.
saying is when Jason Schreier says something, it's because Jason Schreier said something. When Anderson says something, it's like, oh, did you see that headline that said X, Y, and Z? I don't know if that makes sense. But going back up to the other chats, Matt Likes Game says Mans is in the Hall of Fame. Jez Corden is the GOAT. LeBron. Man, if Jez Corden is LeBron James, that means he's not the GOAT, which is fine. All right. There's nothing wrong with being the second or third best ever. Nothing wrong. Jeremy Brown says Jason is a Sony fanboy. He ain't no Mike. Oh Lord, he is not a Sony fanboy. Kiasati says even crazy on Windows PC, you can get Xbox achievement playing it day one, and it's the first game to feature direct storage tech on PC. Makes it fast on PS5 SSD. What are we talking about? What are we talking about here? Anyway, Jeremy Brown still saying he's no MJ, no Mike. Okay, sure. This whole MJ thing got everyone very sensitive. Dorian Gray, if Schreier was that good, he wouldn't have set on Activision Blizzard. Yeah. You know what? Name of Jason Schreier, I will take that L. He should have done that. He shouldn't have set on that one. Okay. So yeah, that was unfortunate. Okay. Ham Solo. Since we're talking ball, there's before we close it off, there's something that's been stuck in my craw. Oh, it's
I
talking
don't
about
want to get it
Forspoken.
out.
Hold on. On Windows PC, you can get Xbox Achievement playing it day one, and it's the first game to feature direct storage.
Damn. That African internet's killing you again, bruh. Look at his face.
First,
Got him stuck.
how many L's can you guys hand Forspoken? No, dude. Am I stuck for real?
No, you're
Hello?
back.
All right. So I was saying about Kiasante referring to the fact that Forspoken as technically would be fast on PC because of it'd be faster than PS5 SSD. My question is, how many L's can you guys hand Forspoken? Can you guys stop? Can you just stop? It's enough. Ham Solo. Let's end it with some ball talk. Nikola Jokic is the favorite to win the MVP this year. If he wins it, he'll be the first player win it 3 times in a row since Larry Bird. Is this a good thing or not?
It sounds kind of boring, but hey, if he's doing what he needs to do to get that MVP, I mean, he's been killing it. So it is what it is. I don't care. I don't care at all.
Hasn't made this. He ain't done nothing. Nothing. Well, I'm offended. I think Nikola Jokic, every time that he gets the award, it devalues the whole award, in my opinion.
That's insane. But it is what it is, man. You are having your internet is having a hard time keeping up.
What? All right, fine. Get us out of here. We're good. Let's go.
You got all this negativity and Discord ain't hearing it from you over there. You just ain't feeling it. But anyways, thanks everybody that came through to the show. Make sure if you haven't already, hit that like button before you get up out of here, and also hit that subscribe button if you're new. We appreciate everybody that spends a little bit of time with us. We're still working our way up to trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. It seems like quite the run, but we are definitely still working towards that goal 100%.
A crawl.
Yeah, it is a crawl for sure, but it's worth it. I'm enjoying still coming out here, giving you guys our thoughts, our opinions, and whatnot, and sharing some new news within the confines of that. But make sure you guys come back tomorrow. I'll be having my show. I'm actually going to be with Slow Mo Backslap tomorrow, so definitely come through, check that out. Me and him are going to be talking about some of the new things that come in for Wednesday. Talk about possibly maybe some older news and whatnot, but it'll be an interesting show. with me and Slow Mo Backslap tomorrow. And then on Thursday, I got a show with Brap, Basement Radio Arcade Podcast. He may not be the most loved person within gaming, but I personally don't mind him at all. I think he has some pretty interesting stuff to say, and I just kind of want to talk to him and see what his background's all about. I'm interested. So definitely make sure y'all come through, check that out. And then on Friday, as usual, me, Loke, Cozy, Matt Likes Games, doing some bullshitting. Who's actually going to be our guest this Friday?
Hold up. Let me check the calendar real quick. We're clear. No one's coming through.
Oh, okay. Well, shoot. I don't know. I might holler at K Meg and see what he up to. Might pull him in.
Man, bring the salt.
Yeah. Let's make it. Let's make it a little messy this Friday. That'd be fun. I always like getting under K Mega's skin just a little bit. Just getting him.
Yo. No. Ham Solo. No. K Asante is coming through on Friday. K Asante, just type dub, and we can move forward with this. Because me and you about to have a conversation about what you type now.
I'd love to have K Asante on. That'd be fantastic.
Just type dub. Come on, K Asante. You know you can do it. I believe in you. Put a W right there. There, buddy. Come on.
I think K Asante was talking about my episode on Thursday.
I know who he's talking about. That's what I'm saying. K Asante needs to come through on Friday. That's what I'm saying. K Asante, just type the W. Give me that dub.
I know some people don't like it or whatnot, but
it says highlight. It's done. K Asante is coming through on Friday. Let's go.
Oh my goodness.
Carry on.
Y'all being messy right now. Y'all being messy right now.
There's the dub. Let's go.
Anyways, thank you guys for coming through. We will see y'all soon. Have a good rest of the day. And just to let y'all know real quick, Loke lost his mind because he got 67% in the in the no column for the Switch. Hold that up.
In 2027. No, in 2027, when they announce the new Switch after exactly 10 years, I'm gonna hand out all these L's to all of y'all.
You won't be able to do that because there'll be some sort of announcement before then. But anyways,
I'm sorry, man. Read Sourblow's comment. That's just wild. I'm sorry, dude. You're about to get cut just now. Go ahead, Em.
He says, "Gonna listen while shaving." Look, please don't do one of the crazy takes. I don't want to cut myself.
Get some tissue, brother. Get some tissue. That's all I have to say.
If you're expecting Loke not to make a bad take, then you might as well just throw us on mute real quick while you shave.
No, I'm Nostradamus up in this one. All right, Nostradamus.
No, you're fully so. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good one. We'll see y'all. We'll see y'all later. My fucking God.